Okay, we are in the part 3 of solving this complex problem. So we are going to separate two proteins by affinity chromatography. We have seen the relationship between H and U. Say numerically we found out, and just a simple graphical verification we can see there is a H minimum from the value, and for part B we got the minimum HTP by differentiating the Van Demeter equation, and we found the H minimum is 1.665 into 10 raised to the power negative 4 meter, and the liquid velocity at which we got the H minimum is 0.365 into 10 raised to the power minus 4 meter per second, which agrees with the value that we used to establish the relationship between H and U in the part A. So we're done with part A, and B we are going to part C. So in part C, if a larger column is used with a volumetric flow rate 0.31 liter per minute, will A and B be separated? So now we are going to separate two proteins using large column. So what are the conditions or the characteristics of the large column? So the larger column will have a length 1 meter and smaller column 0.7 meter, and the diameter 25 centimeter or 0.25 meter, right? And for proteins they have given the capacity factors, say Ka or K1, that is for protein 1. Capacity factor for protein 1 is 0.85, and the capacity factor for protein 2 or B 1.05. So will A and B be separated? So what is the condition for separation? So we know in order to separate two entities as two distinct entities, we need to resolve. So resolution, if the resolution is greater than 1.5, then we can see those two entities as two distinct entities. We can completely resolve. So what is the formula for resolution? So we have the formula resolution given denoted by R is equal to 1 over 4 times square root of n, where n is the number of plates, into delta minus 1 over delta, where delta is the selectivity, and K2 by K2 plus 1. So this is the formula for resolution. So we have introduced two new terms. One is the n and second is the delta. N is the number of plates. So what is the number of plates? Mean. So we have a column of length 1 meter, right? And what is the height of each plate, right? We need to find the number of plates. N is equal to L by H, right? What is H? Okay, we'll find. So we have one more data. So Q is equal to 0.31 liter per minute. So the volumetric flow rate is 0.31 liter per minute. So we know one more relation, say the liquid velocity. Velocity is volumetric flow rate by the cross section area. So the volumetric flow rate divided by the cross section area, cross section. So what is the area of cross section? So it's nothing but a column. So column will have a area of pi by 4 d square. So which is nothing but pi r square. So pi over 4 times the diameter of column 0.25 meter. So we get a value cross section area of the large column, that is 0.049 meter square. And the liquid velocity or the volumetric flow rate is given as 0.31 liter per minute. So 0.31 into 10 raised to the power negative 3 meter cube. So there are 1000 liters in 1 meter cube divided by minute. 1 minute has 60 seconds in it, so 60 seconds, which is equal to 5.167 into 10 raised to the power negative 3 meter cube per second. So let's find the value of U. U is equal to Q. We have the Q in consistent unit 5.167 into 10 raised to the power negative 3 meter cube per second, and the cross section area in meter square. So the liquid velocity is around 0.105 into 10 raised to the power negative 3 meter per second. Right, this is the value of U, and we know the relationship between H and U given by the Van Demeter equation. So for solving the part A, we filled the values of all the constant and made an equation with say independent variable x, on which this H, the dependent variable, varies, and we have fixed a equation like this, say 2 into 10 raised to the power negative 9. By pressing calc, we feed this value 0.105 into 10 raised to the power negative 3 equals 2.335 into 10 raised to the power negative 4 meter. So this is the value of the H at this liquid velocity. So we have the value of L and H. Let's find the number of plates in this column. 1 meter divided by 2.335 into 10 raised to the power negative 4 meter. So the value of number of plates is 4281.78. So there are nearly 4281.78 plates. We have the value of N. So let's come to selectivity or the delta. Delta is nothing but the selectivity, which is nothing but the ratio of the capacity factors, say K2 over K1. So delta is equal to K2 1.05 divided by K1 0.85. So the selectivity is 1.235, right? Let's calculate this term, delta minus 1 by delta, which is 1.235 minus 1 by 1.235. So it should be 0.19. What about this term, K2 divided by K2 plus 1? K2 is 1.05. So 1.05 by 1.05 plus 1, 2.05. So 1.05 by 2.05 is 0.512. Let's find the square root of number of plates. So root of 4281.78, which is equal to 65.43. So plug all the value in resolution. 104.25, value of root n 65.43, delta over 1 minus 1 by delta 0.19, K2 by K2 plus 1 0.512, So multiplying these values, we get something 1.5913. So we have the condition for separation, resolution should be greater than 1.5. So we got a resolution 1.5913, which is definitely greater than 1.5. So A and B can be separated by this large column of length 1 meter, diameter 0.25 at a volumetric flow rate 0.31 liter per minute. So we'll solve the part C. Will A and B be separated? Yes, they can be separated because the resolution is 1.5913, which is greater than 1.5. Okay, let's solve the part D in the last video. Thank you.